Minecraft Origins Explained. In today's video, I'm going to be going through an awesome collection of origins that have been posted on the Origins Discord server through the time span of very late June all the way to the end of July. These are just a collection of really cool origins that I haven't featured in an actual video themselves, and I just wanted to give a little more recognition to these ones in their small, quick snapshot overview. Starting off with which, though, we have the Golem Origins Data Pack, which is an origin collection created by the user known as Luna.exe. First, you've got the Overgrolem. The Overgrolem are created by nature itself and works with a natural order. First off, you got Camouflage. You press G, you apparently go transparent inside of the... Oh, you have the... So, not pressing G, you can't go inside trees. You press G, you go inside of trees, which is a pretty neat little feature. You've also got Nature's Gift. You can yield 6 plants from logs instead of 4. Interesting little addition. You're immune to thorny plants, such as berries and all that. Natural Arcania, your tools, armor, slowly mend over time, and a few other abilities as well with this origin. Before we get into our next origin though, a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, an amazing mobile game that is completely free for you to play. Raid's got tons of different champions for you to select from, over 600 different ones, all with their own unique history in the world of Teleria. One of my favorite factions right now is the High Elves. Their backstory is honestly pretty awesome, and their homeland Aravia has been around for thousands of years, surviving the fall of the Lizardman Empire, helping the humans form into civilizations, and has also defeated the Orcs when they formed a huge horde and attacked the continent. But then things got a little twisted when Seraph, the Lord of Darkness, convinced a bunch of elves to go evil and attack the kingdom. The civil war nearly ended the elves, but Aravia survived, rebuilt, and now it's stronger than ever. Absolutely awesome. One of my favorite champions from this lineup is Tartarel Rhypie, which is a really cool looking defense beast that is quite beautiful. And this month, Raid's got a non-stop schedule of special events and activities, including Forge Pass Season 3 with some amazing rewards on offer, including a limited edition artifact set. And if that's not enough, Raid's bringing out some new champions along with some new awesome looking champion skins for the incredible Modame Cerise. But wait, here's some big news. Later this month, Raid's giving everybody's favorite champion the upgrade he deserves. You might have seen his struggle for awesomeness in some of Raid's hilarious videos, but finally, Death Knight is becoming a legendary champion. It is something we've all been waiting for, and honestly, I can't wait to see how Ultimate Death Knight turns out. So if you haven't gotten into this game yet, then what are you doing? Come on, the link's right there. The QR code's right here on screen now. If you do it, you can get some unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking a free epic champion, Red Claw Dark, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard, so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get into the game. You can find all of them up in the little treasure chest up in the top right hand corner of your game. You click that here, and all your bonuses will be there for you to grab for yourself. Hurry though, it's only available for 30 days only and for new players. But anyways, thank you to Raid for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into the origins. Next, we have the Globetrotter. Now, I'm not going to cover too much from this one at all, mainly because the creator has said that they're going to rework this origin in particular, but you've got access to a portable crafting table. You can craft maps in Lowstone for less than usual. You're slower by default, but become faster as you continue to move. You can slightly see in the dark, and you just have a little less health. And you've also got the Tinkerer, which is another single impact origin, a tool-centric inventor that adds extra functionality to pre-existing items. Inventor's Delight's an interesting ability that I want to feature from this one. Just from reading it just then, it allows you to push the effects of a tool given thing a little further than usual. So let's grab ourselves an axe over here. Let's press G. Oh, okay, so there's a collection of a list of items that actually do stuff. So if we go over here, let's grab ourselves a diamond hoe, for example. We put that in our offhand, go over here, then press G. Ah! Oh, I see. So only certain items will actually do stuff for you. But for example, you've got a hoe which can do a 9x9 area when it's in your offhand. Just enhancing your abilities overall. There's a Poisonous Potato, does absolutely nothing. I don't know why it was even specified in the first place. Like another one that it will say, let's take a look at. Let's say we get a fire charge, for example. If we do it, it allows us to use a fireball. Fair enough, we can use a fire charge as a fireball. That's pretty interesting. The Living Doll is another origin from this pack. You're an animated doll which can sew itself back together. It's just ultimately a really cool thing. Your unique body renders you immune to most environmental damage. Environmental damage, what does that mean in particular? So let's say we grab ourselves flint and steel. Lol. What about fall damage? Well, 4 damage is gone. Anything other interesting about this one? You take double damage from 5. Your body doesn't heal naturally. Instead, you can heal your wounds by consuming wool and string. Also, if you use this ability when you're holding wool or string in your hands, you fully heal whenever you wake up as well. That's pretty interesting. It's just a very interesting take on some of the origins here. And ultimately, there's a few other ones. You've got a Copper Golem, as I said, we've already looked at before. We've also got the Aquanaut, Sentinel, Frosted Golem, and Magmatis. Again, this is less of a showcase of these origins and more just like a brief overview telling you, hey, these are some cool things, go take a look at them. Another origin collection that I want to take note to is the Origins Plus collection. I've showcased the Feline Plus origin a little while back, but there's also an Avian Plus, a Blazeborn Plus, Arachnid, Shulk, Merling Pluses as well, all created by the other clone Dan. Going over to at least the Avian over here, we add more to this origin here, which, well, allows you to do stuff like this, where you have the ability to double jump as the Avian rather than simply do a normal jump as the Avian. So if you press that and then hold space, you'll float down normally, causing you a lot less damage overall. Like you can jump, do a second jump and then hold, and then you slow fall down, or you can just jump and let yourself fall down but then take fall damage, as well as other little things like that. This also has an ability where if you go under water, it kind of slows you down for a brief period as well, kind of making it so like, yeah, you've actually got feathers. And ultimately just another cool things on those lines. Nice little tweaks, like another one. We go to the Arachnid here. You can freely climb down walls without taking any fall damage, but you can only climb up them when crouching. Break speed is unaffected while climbing, meaning you can break things normally whilst you're crawling around in the air. You've got a Stunning Venom, which you can stun your opponent with slowness and blindness and prevent them from sprinting or swimming. You can see well in the dark. You can actually create your own forms of cobwebs as well. You can see things inside of cobwebs. They glow for you, as well as like other things along those lines. It's really like there's a lot of really cool origin additions to the original origins. And then the other little neat thing about this is it keeps the original version of the origin there as well, if you want to say use that rather than the plus variant. As I said, we've got the Shulk Plus, which allows you to just be a little bit more defensive, whilst also giving you a little bit of extra inventory space. The Merling just increases your usability in water. You can deal double damage while swimming underwater. You can also stand on Crying Obsidian to feel your air meter a lot quicker as well. It's just a nice little things like that. Got Blazeborn, which means all attacks are fire base. You can actually channel more damage with your flames than normal. You can hold jump to float, which I think this is a big thing that's missing from the original origin. Like, you can float. As you can see with the little origin bar here, it does have a timer, so you can't just indefinitely float with the Blazeborn Plus origin, but it makes the origin just overall that much better, with it being more truer to the Blaze in what it is. And of course, you can't indefinitely fly. You have to wait for it to cool back down after a little bit, and then you can come going again. It cools down once you're on the ground. If you're in the air, it won't actually recharge, meaning that you're going to have to go, if you, let's say, hover way up into the air, you'll literally fall until you actually start recooling it back down again, as well as just many other cool like additional changes to the default origins. Again, I've got a video from way back when going over some of the changes that were made in these origins, at least initially. A lot of them have had some more changes. I may cover these in a big video on its own in the future. The next origin I want to do a quick overview of is the Red Panda. It's honestly a nice little simple origin created by the user known as Cerberius. I think that's what their name's spelled like. Sorry, I believe that's how you say their name. But it's like, you're now Red Panda. You can, let's say, lunge forward a little bit, launch yourself at someone if they anger you or something along those lines. Just a little bonk, push yourself forward. You can negate fall damage whenever you're sneaking. You're now smaller with a shorter attack range. Clearly, I don't have something here. I mustn't have Pinnacle or something downloaded for it to properly do the shrinking thing. You do more damage with your fists, but you are a little bit... You can't wear helmets / your have less health, and a little other things along those lines. As I said, these are more of a brief overviews rather than full in-depth showcases. It's just meant to be like a collection of cool origins that I never got to cover in a way you can find more interest in going to take a look at them maybe. I don't know, it's your choice. And we also have a Soaring origin created by Solsen team. It's only got a few abilities here. It's honestly just another interesting bird-esque ability. It's got a lot of like similar aspects to the avian with some additional bonuses. For example, you can slide along blocks when you're in snowy biomes, or for a bigger example, every few seconds, if we get out of this menu here, you can launch yourself. Just launch yourself in a direction that you're looking at, I'm assuming. So let's say you can launch yourself every few seconds to the direction that you're looking at, just giving you a bit more speed. I want to do a video sometime over the next week talking about the Wild Origin Jam, or the Wondrous Wild Origins Jam that they did very recently in the Discord server. So yeah, make sure to subscribe for that one. Click this video on screen now, make sure to leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!